What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy John Wall for coming through and boosting up your man the YB's Fury versus USYK. We fixing to be up this month, and you best believe it. Double your money Ponzi scheme, people. Tyson Fury, he gonna win. Oops. That's what we know for a fact. Anyway, on to today's leak. Now, this is a leak from Box Nation, so obviously ain't no one seen this one before. And I can't play it all in. It's not even worth playing it all at once. I'm gonna play it in 3-second clips so we stay away from the copyright pagans 100%. The first thing I want you to note that I missed on the Moody angle. Yesterday I did a video, a 25-minute breakdown on the more political, analytical elements of John Fury's headbutt. But this is more of a clinical breakdown. What actually happened here? Yeah? Because I've heard a lot of goof troop, Simon Jordan, to name one. He gonna get it, you best believe it. Well, you shouldn't be antagonising. Anyway, let's get to the actual point here. Yeah? I want you to bear in mind here, again, yesterday's angle, my video yesterday, yeah, we was all speculating. We didn't know what was happening. I didn't know if dude was posting up behind John and poking his head, right? There's certain circumstances where you earn a crack on your noggin, right here. Croc, you know what I mean? Sometimes you earn that for yourself. Sometimes you can talk your way to a good old whooping, right? This wasn't that case though, yeah? This was really generic, kind of... I mean, you can go to a cricket match and hear these kind of bars, yeah? I don't know, I don't watch cricket, but if I assume in cricket, yeah, someone going to be, let's say India playing England, you might hear, I don't know, that's a bad example, but whatever the point is, if you go to a football match, yeah, this ain't 1980. This ain't Football Factory. This ain't Green Street. It's 2024. If you go to a football match, yeah, Everton fans and Liverpool fans can be in the same situation. I can shout Liverpool and you can shout Everton. And it ends there 99% of the time, right? That's what's it. Is it a crime to shout your team's name? I don't believe so. Anyway, let's get to the leak here. Watch what happens here. In the first opening frames from the leak from Box Nation. So, let's turn the audio on. So you heard it there. All this dude doing, yeah, is chanting USYK. As would everyone. You go to a Canelo fight, and you got Canelo haters. They shouting Carrot Top, and you got people who love Canelo. Yeah? The way John Fury does, obviously I'm going to cover it in another video, but the way John Fury carried on, oh well... They was doing loads of things and I lost my... They wasn't though. This was actually less. I thought they was going to be doing more. And even then it was wrong. I thought they was going to be saying things like, hey, Fury, don't pull out again. Yeah? Don't run away again. Don't fail a test again. Even then though, that was my assumption. My assumption was, yeah, these Ukrainian cats were throwing some fire bars. And it was irritating John. The fact that people were saying that his son's scared or whatever. But simply chanting USYK, that's like your... what less could you do what less could you possibly do than that? Yeah? It's the most basic form of support. I'm chanting my fighter's name. Since when was John Fury ordained with a right, yeah, to literally define what people can and can't say with the threat of violence? Because if I'm supporting USYK and I want to say USYK, that's not make a difference to you. Yeah, if you don't like it, remove yourself. He won't even mention Tyson's name. It's like, what less could a USYK supporter do? What would have been acceptable to John? Oh, John would like you to sit there and be quiet as if he's some sort of god. And this is what I will say as well. I'm backing Fury. I'm going to put a bill on. I'm broke as a joke right now, but I'm going to find $100 of coin and put it on. That said though, if USYK wins, it's things like this, yeah, that I'm not going to be mad about it. Morally speaking, I'd rather USYK win. But just because I want him to win, bear in mind the whole build-up. Fury's been ducking for years. Fury's been pulling out. I've always said this. People like AJ and USYK, they're solid dudes. They're real... As far as boxing goes, they're solid. Yeah? They do what they say. They always turn up. Injured or not, they turn up. Etc, etc. I respect that. And for months I've been saying, even though I think Fury will win, I've always been saying, respectfully, USYK. I'd rather USYK wins. That don't mean I'm going to deny what's in front of me. I don't mean I'm going to deny the fact USYK coming up 4 weight divisions. Yeah? That said, though, it just turns me off. Yeah? And watching Team Fury, I didn't realise this, but sometimes Shane Fury, yeah, he's more based. Sometimes Shane Fury is more kind of relaxed. But the way he carries on here, I hadn't even seen this before, but this is why I told you. A pack of dogs. Yeah? A pack of dogs. Bottom line. There's no other way of chopping it. Your dad assaults someone for shouting their guy's name, and you're in there giving it the yammer. Yeah? Shane, you can't fight. That's what we know for a fact. Shane can't fight for nothing. Do you understand? Big soft looking ass. Yeah? Big Mr. Andy Ruiz second cousin. That's what I'm hearing. That's what Shane Fury on. He eating somewhere. Shane, you ain't gonna fight nothing. You eating somewhere. Yeah? With your big old floppy wig. Anyway, let's get to this bit. Let's carry on. In fact, nah. You know what? We're doing a second angle analysis here. Yeah? So I also want to focus before we get to Shane. You know what? I'll probably do Shane in a separate video. Yeah? With his big soft fluffy head looking ass. We'll get to his big soft fluffy head looking ass another day, another time. Coming soon, 100%. For now, let's focus on the actual headbutt, because this revealed quite a few things as well about John Fury. In fact, I've got a whole bag of videos I need to do. I'm going to do individually, yeah, I'm going to do John Fury cutting himself. Yeah? Because only John Fury could be the aggressor against a man who 11 stone soaking wet and end up with... I told you. People think I'm... Oh, YB, you joke too much. I told you. John Fury is not structurally sound. Yeah? Not my opinion. Evidence-based. Once again, reaffirmed here. Number 1. John Fury versus Henry Akinwande, a.k.a. the Black Skellington. The Black Skellington. Step back. Rangefinder out. John Fury on the floor convulsing. Stiff as a board. Yeah? Fact. John Fury versus Ross Gerber. Team Lighty. Spark on the floor. Do you understand, people? John Fury versus 11 stone victim. That's victim weight. Yeah? 11 stone for a 25-year-old man is a victim weight. You're a victim. John Fury pulls up 20 stone dude against an 11 stone victim, and John Fury's the one coming out holding his head. I swear to God, it switches to a part. It switches to a part in a minute, yeah? John Fury's like this. Remember I told you that... Who was it? I think who was it I said? Oh, that was it. AJ and Fury sparring. I told you. AJ punched... Not my words, again. Tyson Fury admitted AJ punched him up in sparring, yeah? And I said to you, AJ sent Tyson Fury home. Ow. Rubbing his ear. And that's what you see here from John. John's like this. He nuts him, yeah? And he's like... Ow, dabbing his head with some tissue, like a pussy. The other guy ain't got a lick on him. Like I say, John Fury is not genetically made for combat. He's not. Yeah? He's just not made for that. His chin can't hold a shot, and his skin leaking. We know this. People who cut easy, yeah, they ain't... You can't say they're the most adapt, whatever the word is, to fighting. John is not. Yeah? He leaking. He only... People, John Fury only has to look at confrontation, and his body just starts breaking down. The stress. Just all his skin here. Just look, you see for yourself. Yeah? The other guy's supposed to be the one with a broke nose and all bleeding. Look at John. John's nose leaking. Again. Structurally unsound. John can hit someone there, yeah, and his nose will start leaking. It's all just flawed. The structure's flawed. The whole lot. Do you understand, the people? Anyway, let's get to the rest of the video. In fact, no. One more replay of this bit. I want to also note, from this angle, which is much better, the guy's reaction. Yeah, watch this dude, 11 stone dude, soaking wet, who wasn't even expecting it. We all know it's the shots you don't see that kind of get you got. This guy, 11 stone, all he's doing is chanting his man's name, which I believe you have a right to do, Simon Jordan. Yeah? Simon Jordan, the corniest dude going. Oh, well, it should be expected. And then the other cat, Jim, whatever his name is, says to Simon, what would you do if John Fury put it on you? Oh, I'd call the police. I'd call the police. It's like, what? What is it? Are you Rise of the Foot Soldier? Yeah? Are you Football Factory Simon Jordan? Or are you ringing the police? Which is it? Pick your lane. Is this a case of, well, anything goes, or is it a case of, I'll call the police if it was me? It's okay for other people to be abused, though. Yeah, this is unacceptable. I'm not someone who's soft, yeah? In that sense. I'm not someone who's, oh, we can't do that, we can't do that. It's not about that. It's about, like, I'm not a God-fearing guy as such. John Fury claims to be. I'm sick of seeing frauds. This was the most fugazi thing I've ever seen. Yeah, because John, you ain't like that. You're not on go. You picked the smallest dude there, and even then, as we're about to watch now, he ain't even react. A man who's not even braced for it, not even expecting it, 11-stone dude. If there was ever a time, if John Fury could fight anything, yeah? John Fury could fight for anything, that guy would have been knocked out, for sure. His head, or at least his head would have been leaking, right? The most basic 20-stone man versus the most basic, which is more or less this Ukrainian cat is. This Ukrainian cat here is the most basic 11-stone dude you can see. You won't see an 11-stone man more basic in your life if you tried. You understand? So the most basic 20-stone man versus the most basic 11-stone man. There's no way the 20-stone man can end up the one who butts up, tapping his head with a tissue. Ow. Rubbing his ear. Ow. You understand? Watch this, people. Watch. Watch the reaction from the headbutt. Did nothing. So literally, like normally, if someone headbutts you, it will take you off balance, and you kind of, your head often leads your body. So if your head goes backwards, your feet will follow. This guy, yeah, was hit with such little impact. He literally almost moves like the Matrix. His head ricochets back, and this flings back. It's a kind of whoop whoop, but no foot movement. There's no off balanceness. There's no losing your footing. It had no effect. There's no cuts on this dude's face. He's not. Look at the composure as well. Completely composed. It's almost like, imagine you got a teddy bear, yeah, and licked it on your head. It's that kind of thing. Ooh, do you understand? I might be you a hater. I'm just showing you. Call me a liar. Did this guy stumble back? Watch it again. And also, he's got some goofy Tyson Fury fanboy security guard here, trying to bustle him too. If there was ever a time to stumble backwards, it would have been now. One more time. I should have really downloaded it and done the frame by frame, but we'll watch it here. Watch this. Watch. No. And he only starts falling backwards now when his goof troop here, Mr. Juicy Tattoos, starts grabbing him. And then John Fury's whisked off. Look, John Fury didn't want nothing to do with that after that. Yeah, it's well known now. John Fury found the smallest man possible. Yeah, that's John Fury. But people, he wants the smallest man possible, and not only that, he wants to catch him off guard. Like, bear in mind, John Fury is the guy who says, let's take it outside. Why didn't John Fury felt that kind of way? He could have arguably got some respect from the situation. He could have said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah? Me and you need to go outside right now. I'm not having it. And I would have made a video saying, hey man, it's still a bit corny, but I respect him. Yeah, we all know what's going on. There's no surprise attacks. There's no, oh, I'm going to get a shot off and then let security jump in and pull the guy back. It's like, me and you need to go outside. Yeah? I don't like your conduct. Me and you outside right now. But John wouldn't want it like that. We've seen it. Yeah, all that Ukrainian cat's got to do is tap something out and John's going to be on the floor. Stiff as a board. Fact. Do you understand? And John knows that. That's why he has to try and manipulate. Even here. Even when he's got all the things on his side, as I've explained, he still ends up. Watch. Watch this part now. I'm trying to find the bit where he's tapping his head. It's almost like he didn't know the camera was on him and he's like, oh, my head hurts. Just pathetic, man, do you know what I mean? Truly pathetic. I ain't gonna lie to you. Here comes Shane now. You know what? I'm fixing to cook Shane. I'm fixing to cook the big bubbly looking ass, soft haired, he's big for nothing, for sure. Shane big for nothing. That's what I know for a fact. Shane do nothing. Yeah, Shane a talker. Even Shane wanted, what was his name? I forgot his name now. The one who hangs out with Porky, the pork. I forgot the guy's name. There's some big dude who hangs out with the pork, and he put it on Shane, and Shane didn't want it. These guys, they're fugazi. Yeah? They're wannabes. They ain't like that. They're pack dogs. Which most insecure men are. But to see, you got a 60-year-old man, John Fury, you got a 35-year-old Shane Fury, and look at him, listen to this. Again, I'm after it in its own right, but watch this. Sorry, you just missed it. Oh man, it's annoying. I'm trying to think how I can rewind things quicker. Does it go backwards? Oh.
But my issue is...
You just saw John, he's like this. The camera pans off him, and he's like, tapping his head. His head's leaking. That means he knows his head's leaking, right? It's one thing if you're in the fog of war and you crack someone, it's all leaking off, you're like, let's go. But John's like, cracked someone, and he's like, got his little tissue out, and he's like, ow. That's telling you it's hurting him. He's feeling it deep in his soul. He's like, ow, that hurt. He's tapping it. He ain't in the fog of nothing, right? He in pain. That's the only... Listen, the only thing John Fury's in at this point is in pain. That's why he's tapping his head. He ain't on go. Because if he was on go, he'd say, F the tissue, let's just have some more. He don't want no more. Yeah? Should have poked him right in the bit that's bleeding. That's what I'd have done. Do you know what I'm saying?
He looks like a little boy now. Now you've been headbutted and splatted. You look like a little boy.
Do you know what I mean? Again, this is why certain times, yeah, if... like, I'd love to see situations where, I mentioned yesterday on the video that I'd love to see it where we know in the States, in the South, they have stand your ground laws, where if you're physically threatened, you're liable, 100%, you're liable to make someone's day go left. Yeah, you're liable to put them on their man's t-shirts. Do you understand? That's what you're liable to do, and that's what should have happened here, in my opinion. Yeah, the Ukrainian Donny should have pulled out his Ukrainian Bill Blicky and let it off, and watch all them like watch Shane start politicking when the Blicky comes out. You understand? Because the other guy weren't trying to, like, certain times the things, or sorry, if there was real justice, yeah, this would be a time. Because that guy, he ain't causing, I don't care what no one says, he ain't causing no problems. He just shouting his man's name. Like, what's inside a man? We know, people, it's not like, well, John Fury was at home and some kind of crazed USYK fan was hanging around his house shouting it. I'd get that. But this, we know what we're doing here. We know it's Fury versus USYK. We know it's fight week. It's to be expected. Do you know what I'm saying? There's absolutely no reason to be losing your head over someone chanting. Again, it's like a football game. As an Everton supporter, can you be surprised that you're at the derby match and someone's shouting Liverpool? Can that really rile you up? Well, historically it can. But again, it's about what's in here. There's a lot of man running around with 60 IQ points, essentially. Oh, I support this team and you support that team. I want to fight you. Yeah, this is Nefanderale thinking, people. 60 IQ tops. There's not one football factory cat, yeah, who got more than 60 IQ points. I said it. Who care? Yeah, enjoy the sport or don't. Or if you want to be a gangster, right? Yeah, why do you need to go... either enjoy the sport, yeah, or take up boxing, for example. If you want to punch people up, right, why you got to be doing it on the street for? Do you think it makes you edgy or something? Oh, I'm really edgy because I go to a football match and I try to fight people. You know what I mean? And then when the police turn up, they take me in my boxer shorts to jail. Do you know what I'm saying? Are you gangster or not? Do you want to fight or not? Don't tell me you want to fight with the Liverpool fans and then, or whoever, and then when the police turn up, all of a sudden you oh man, you know, it's injustice, and my wife, my kids are watching. Don't do. That's what they be doing the most, 100%. When all these fake gangsters, Pat Tate. Like, how can Pat Tate go to jail like 10 times? It don't make no... Pat Tate, are you gangster or are you gangster or not? Oops. He in jail. No gangster can go to jail, in my opinion. Especially violent gangsters. Pat Tate slashing people with a pizza cutter on the film, allegedly, but I think it's true. He's slashing people. People just trying to do their job. Deliver pizzas, and he's trying to slash their face, but then police turn up, and all of a sudden he's a civilian. All of a sudden, he going to jail with no violence. How that make sense? Yeah, no gangster can go to jail. Fact. You ain't a gangster is what that shows. Any man who been to jail, you ain't gangster like that. Because some man come take your freedom, and you go in there, in your boxer shorts, dragged out of your nan's basement, all sorry for yourself. Yeah? Impossible. Anyway. I've digressed at a specific point here. But this needed some real justice here. Yeah? And in my opinion, I would have seen nothing wrong if the Ukrainian cat had pulled the blicky out and let one off in one of these goofballs. I'd have said fair play to him. That's what happens. You fucked around and you found out. Now you're sorry. Oh, Shane, you'd hear more. Oh, Shane has 3 kids at home. It's just not right. No. Yeah, Shane was barking off like he can do something. Over nothing. Your dad was the offender. Your dad was the aggressor. And now you want in a pool of blood on the floor. That's on you. Yeah? That's on you. Treat others. It's almost like, I don't know. People should, in general, yeah? People should treat others as if they got the strap on them. As if they got the heater on them. If everyone had that mindset, hey, you got a heater on them. It's a bit like the nuclear deterrent. The whole the theory is everyone should have a nuclear weapon because then no one uses them because everyone knows, hey, I better not step out of line because they've got them too. Same principle here. If everyone thought, oh, he might have the blicky on him, people would act right. If John Fury knew that a Ukrainian cat had the blicky on him, he'd think, is it worth it though? Now don't get me wrong. If you come home here and there's some nonce in your daughter, you don't care if you got a blicky with him or not, right? So there's a time and a place to be headbutting people. This ain't one of them though. Do you understand? And Shane, like, getting on it like it's really like that. Oh, you look like a little boy now. Not really. Yeah, your dad's the one tapping his forehead with tissue, leaking. Your 20-stone dad is the one leaking. The other guy looked like, I think he kept it 100, truth be known. He held the line. He got nutted by a 20-stone dude being victim weight. And he didn't flinch. Yeah, your dad looks like the little boy. 60-year-old... 15-year-old man inside, nervous, like all these youths carrying, what do they call them now? What's the word? They carrying all these weapons and that. It comes from insecurity, yeah. Men have been taken out of the house, people. And I'd argue here, John Fury weren't around for a start. That's why Shane Fury acting like a 12-year-old girl, just all emotional and shit. There's no composure here. There's no one actually thinking. It's just whack. And I'm not someone like, you know me, like, I think USYK doesn't do enough, if that makes sense. USYK's super calm. Too calm for me. I like a bit of talking, but that's what it needs to be. Unless you want to actually fight, right? If John actually wanted to fight, John Fury could have said, hey, I'm John Fury. Yeah? I know Turkey Prince Salomon Sheikh, Turkey Prince Sheikh. Yeah? And I know he's got a big mansion with a boxing ring in the back. Me and you are going to have it. USYK, where's the biggest man in your team? I want him. Before this week's out, me and him are going to have it in that ring. I'd have said, listen, man, do I agree necessarily? But end of the day, man, he's called him out for a fight. Yeah? Call the biggest man out, though. Do you understand? Don't call the littlest man out. What's that about? Are you telling me John Fury couldn't have even found an average side dude? This dude 5'5". He's in the bottom decile of men, right? If you went out on the street, you'd struggle to find someone 5'5". Fact. In the West. You'd have to proper look for them as a man. So, how did John Fury find this guy? I reckon he was there. Well, we know he was there for an hour. So John Fury was posted there for an hour, and he ain't stupid. He would have seen, oh, he looks around, and he would have honed in on the guy. Oh, there's one that's 5'4". Yeah. I'll lock in on him and make it a situation. Because the guy was against the wall. Fact. Yeah? John Fury wasn't the one against the wall. And I got all these corny Fury fans telling me, why, you don't understand, there was like 400 USYK fans there and only 3 of them. Okay, buddy. That's exactly how it looked, right? It looked as if John Fury was the one being mobbed and he had to fight his way out. Who believes that here? Not even once. Yeah? Anyway.
Pussy bastard! Come here! Butted and splattered, and now he looks like a little boy. The fucking idiot. Can't be beat. We can't be beat. We can't be beat nowhere. We are smart. We are smart. We are smart.
And that's what I mean when I say some man, yeah. Some man just need to be. I don't know, man. It's just all wrong. Yeah, it's just all wrong for me. It's proper cringing me out, truth be known. Proper cringing me out. If I had the aliens, if the Anunnaki came down, yeah, I'd just zap John out right there off the rip. He talked too much. Get him out of it. Him zapped, and everyone, oh, he was a great granddad. Well, you can work it out when you're 100%. Yeah, if you carry on woofing, I'll send your ass up there as well. You can go meet him. Everyone be quiet. Do you know what I mean? Quiet as a bird. quiet as a mouse. They wouldn't say nothing. That's the point I'm making. Yeah, if I came down with an Anunnaki heater and zapped John, Shane would say nothing. That's what we know here. He wouldn't do nothing. Yeah, he'd turn into one of them political dudes, like, oh, come on, yeah, I'll do that. Oh, come on. He wouldn't be on it like that. He wouldn't be trying to fight nothing, that's for sure. He wouldn't. Yeah, he'd be trying to save his own ass, like most people do. So he ain't gangster like that. True gangsters, yeah, they want to go out fighting. These guys ain't gangsters. They're bullies, bottom line. Yeah, if John Fury and Shane Fury were on their ones and in a precarious situation, they'd do nothing. They'd be trying to talk like, oh, don't you know my son's Tyson? Oh yeah, I'll get him to get you a signature, mate. Yeah, we don't want no problems. Oh, my dad's 60 years old. That's how he'd be, for sure. He wouldn't be trying to fight, he wouldn't. I swear to God. He wouldn't try to fight, and that's the point I'm making. Certain man, yeah, not saying it's me, but certain man in that situation would say, fuck it. Yeah? If it's my time, if you're 100%, if it's my time to travel to Valhalla, that's what I'll do. But that's John Fury and Shane, they'd be trying to politic. 100%. Oh, well, you know, I got some money. You go back tomorrow, I'll give you some coin. And then they call the police afterwards. Oh, man, I've just been mugged. And 100%. They ain't built like that. They're not. They're not solid like that. These are opportunists. Predators. They predate on men. And it's the worst kind of predation. No, it's not the worst, but you get the point I'm making. Look at this guy. I want to try and catch it before I go. I think I've been waffling for a minute. I want to try and catch it on the bit where John taps his head. So he cracks him, look. John Fury fully stepped into it as well. All them 20 soft stones. And the guy's just like, okay, if you want me. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't watch, he doesn't move, he doesn't step backwards, watch. Instead just turns, he gets cracked, he's like this. Imagine getting cracked here by a 20 stone dude and you're just like, that's literally how it looked, he's like this. You know what, I might have to do a frame by frame because you don't appreciate it. There was no momentum. There was no ding. I've seen loads of headbutts. Their heads always go rattling back and they're always stumbling backwards. No one holds it like that. Certainly not with a weight disadvantage. And then John runs off. Look, John's the one turning his back. Look. John's head, yeah, was facing towards this goofy, juicy tattoo head. Here. John's turned away. Turned his back. Look. John's turned his back. He don't want to know no more. He wants to be whisked out of there. John Fury likes having a secret security around him. That knows, oh, if I get into any situation, they can whisk me away and then I can pretend I'm hard. Which is what happens after. Barking off. Here it is, people. Watch this. He's dabbing his head. John, are you on go or not, though? That's what I need to know now. You're dabbing your head. Yeah, you're in pain. Let's tell the truth, John. You're 60-year-old and you're in pain. 100%. I guarantee you this. I've heard from people close to the situation. John Fury got back to camp and said to Turkey, hey, you got any paracetamol? Can you send some paracetamol and ibuprofen over? Because I'm in pain right now. I think he went to A&E. That's the truth. They took him to the private Dubai Saudi A&E. That's where John was. In fact, I got a leak of video about that. John Fury in A&E. He got a concussion. He got a severe. Honestly, man, we got to pray for John right now. He's going through it. What we know for a fact is Floyd Mayweather and John Fury are going through it right now in different ways, but they're both in Saudi Arabia. John is in intensive care for a severe concussion. Yeah, blunt force trauma. And you can see the stages here. Look, his eyes are going crossed because he's just losing consciousness right now. That's why he's dabbing his head. He's in pain. He's going through it the most. What's the dab? What's the dab? He's like, ow, ow. Ow, that hurt. You know what I mean? The guy's a cornball. Legitimately, anyway, people, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe. Lick off the bell, 100%. No doubt about it. Stop it.